Whoa. So this is the costuming department. I can't believe I've never been here.
Yeah, well, we haven't really used it for anything since dinosaurs don't really wear clothes.
Thank you for letting me look for Halloween costumes here. I entered the office Halloween costume contest, so I need something spooky. Huh, you got a lot of plaid flannels in here. I could be a scarecrow.
Well, that is the Pacific Northwest for you.
You know, for a costume department, not a lot of costumes in here.
Again, we weren't using any of this stuff, so we started selling what we had. You might need to get creative.
How about Mothman?
Excellent choice. Now, if you're done.
I want to see what else you got. But you're right. Mothman is an awesome cryptid.
But is Mothman the best cryptid of all time?
Aye, for all and that and more, all aboard the boat. Get it? Because I'm a pirate? So I guess the big thing is, how are we defining cryptid?
Well, a cryptid refers to any person or animal whose existence is questioned by the broader scientific community. Oftentimes there's an element of superstition or folklore attached to them because we're not really sure if they're real or not.
Oh, sweet. So we're not just counting freaky animals, we're counting freaky people. So people like Frankenstein would be a cryptid.
You having fun there?
Yeah.
Frankenstein isn't a cryptid because he's just a combination of a bunch of different body parts and not, for lack of a better term, naturally occurring. Plus, he's a fictional character from a fictional novel, so he doesn't have the same sort of mythos and superstition that a lot of other cryptids have.
Well, surely there are some cryptids that are just freaky people.
Sure, there are plenty. There's werewolves and various other wild men. You got Wendigos, Jersey Devil.
Everyone from Jersey's a devil. I've seen what happens on their shores.
How about the Flatwoods Monster? From Flatwoods, West Virginia. How about the Jackalope?
That's just a rabbit with horns.
Actually, it is a hare with antlers.
But what's so spectacular about that? I thought these cryptids are supposed to be impossible creatures.
No, a cryptid is just any person or animal that doesn't have solid proof of their existence.
Well, who's to say these animals don't exist? I mean, how many species are there on Earth?
Well, there was a publication on this matter back in 2011.
Wow, look at this nerd reading academic papers.
Edited peer-reviewed journals. Anyway, there are approximately 1.2 million species on Earth, but this 2011 study suggests that Earth has a possibility of hosting up to 8.7 million species, meaning that 7.5 million species haven't been discovered yet. Also, something like 50% of Earth's land and 80% of Earth's oceans haven't been explored. So, who knows what's out there? Oh, and fun fact, around a quarter of all the species on Earth are beetles.
Okay, but if like two beetles have different shaped shells, those are different species?
Essentially, yeah, most of the differences could be as mundane as different patterning or leg segment sizes. Although, 7.5 million species could leave some wiggle room for, say, a giant lake monster.
Damn sock nest monster got me again. It's the best I can do with what we got.
The Loch Ness Monster is an alright one. Plenty of lakes have their own version of Nessie. Other large bodies of water have reported serpentine creatures swimming in it. I'm partial to Champion, Lake Champlain.
Ooh. Talk about that giant snake from the Congo. What is it called again?
The giant Congo snake?
That's the one. Bigger versions of regular sized things are my favorite thing.
Remy von Lierde was a decorated pilot in the British Royal Air Force and Belgian Air Force. In 1959, he earned the rank of colonel and commanded the Air Force base in Belgium-occupied Congo. Also in 1959, while in the Congo, he took this picture from his helicopter. Von Lierde described it as a snake, 50 feet long, with a head 3 feet long and 2 feet wide, with triangular jaws. He also alleges that while they flew closer to get a better look, the snake rose 10 feet in the air to attack the helicopter.
What makes it more convincing is that he had no reason to lie about something like this. He would actually get in trouble if he made up this story. A World War II vet and colonel in the Belgian Air Force taking that photo with that report? That's a pretty credible witness.
Can you imagine the fangs on a 50-foot snake?
Oh, well, if we're talking about fangs, how about blah blah blah, Count Dracula, I want to suck your blah, blah blah blah.
Dracula as a historical figure, no. But Dracula as a Eastern European folktale? Sure. Vampires as a whole have been steeped in superstition and folklore, with certain corpses being desecrated before burial due to mass paranoia, especially with the characteristics of shape-shifting, blood-sucking, immortality.
Irresistible and sparkling like diamonds.
Cryptid. Although not a really good cryptid. I also don't like how the vampires in Twilight were Mariners fans. It really just adds insult to injury. And Kurt, why is there a shoe on your head?
Mariners fan. Rally shoe.
What does that even mean? Where did you even get the shoe? How?
Gotta love the big dumper.
Why is that a sentence?
This is fun. Maybe this video should be the best Halloween costume of all time.
I think worst costume would be an easier video to make.
The headdresses.
Headdresses, yeah.
What about... Boom. This is the part where you say Bismillah and chase after me.
Ah, so scary. Ghosts, spirits, poltergeists, jinns, any assorted ghoul that would make you scream Bismillah and kick down a door aren't considered cryptids. Possibly the biggest attribute of a cryptid is it's a living thing. And possibly the biggest attribute of a ghost is that they're dead.
Wow. Way to suck all the fun out of this. Speaking of suck, can we agree that chupacabras are just maned lions with alopecia?
Sometimes natural occurrences just make too much sense, so we attach ourselves onto the outlandish and absurd. Because the things we don't know frighten us.
That's the thing about cryptids, especially during the Halloween season. We gravitate towards some eldritch horror demon abomination we fear might kill us because we have no idea what it is. I like the Fresno Nightcrawlers. They're so weird. Everything else needs to be pants-shittingly terrifying. Ghosts, goblins, gnomes, ghouls. Nightcrawlers? It just looks like the living pants from Jimmy Neutron. Ooh, you wouldn't happen to have like the world's largest pair of pants in here, would you?
Do you even wear pants?
And how about ooey ooey ooey, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Greys, aliens, extraterrestrials, little green guys, little Mayo are not cryptids. We're talking about things from this world, and extraterrestrials are distinctly not from here. And take off that morph suit.
Oh, it's so itchy.
Yeah.
So let's see. We want something widely documented and entrenched in folklore that's known by everyone, whose existence is disputed, but that really could exist. What about Bigfoot? I mean, we've been trying to wax cryptozoological this whole time without even discussing the face of cryptozoology.
Bigfoot sightings include my favorite videos and photos. Oh, but never from that weird Animal Planet show.
Oh, Finding Bigfoot? Yeah, that show is awful.
In 2000, a Florida woman sent in photos to the Sarasota County Police of a creature she claims was eating apples from her tree. The photos are quite possibly the clearest images of the famous skunk ape. She says it smelled horrible. But reports of a large, hairy, smelly creature have been reported in that area for decades.
I like the fact that she wasn't out looking for it or staging a photo. She's just an old lady who doesn't want her apples to go missing. I respect that.
Multiple cultures around the world have their own version of a large, hairy, bipedal, ape-like creature. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, Yowie, Yeren. Aside from stories, photographs, grainy footage, and prints, no definitive evidence of Bigfoot exists. But nothing compares to the legend around Bigfoot. It has become a universal mascot depicted in statues, companies, sports teams, shitty NFTs, even beef jerky commercials. A lot of the cryptids we talked about are either humans using supernatural means to shapeshift, or just creatures we haven't properly documented. But the Sasquatch family remains the only alleged creature distinctly primatal and humanoid, meaning it looks a lot like us. This, coupled with an unknown number of Bigfoot in the world, could land it on a species protection list. Which is exactly what happened in 1969 in Skamania County, Washington, where hurting or killing a Bigfoot could land you a $1,000 fine and a year in jail. Similar laws have been enacted in Whatcom County, Washington, and Grays Harbor County, Washington. Cryptids are fun. They remind us that we still don't know everything this world has to offer. They're creepy, they're kooky, mysterious, and spooky. They're altogether ooky. But no other cryptid has the same sort of recognition, attention, or protection like Bigfoot. So Bigfoot is the best cryptid out there.
Sweet. So, where's the costume?
We don't have a costume.
Wait. So we just did all that just to say that we don't have the costume?
Like I said, we weren't really using anything in here, so we just started selling stuff. Just go as what you want. Where was I? Oh yeah. Bigfoot. Best cryptid. And as always...
Boom. Mothman. He's a moth and a man. I said Mothman. He can fly, he can stand. I said Mothman. He has friends in Japan, but he lives in West Virginia. Mothman. Is he a man in disguise? I said Mothman. Don't look into his eyes. I said Mothman. Do you not realize he will still put chills right in ya? We love him cause he's a moth and a man. We love him cause he's a moth and a man. He's a moth and a man. He's a stud and a champ. He's a bug and a guy. He's attracted to land cause he's a moth and a man. Once more I say cause he's a moth and a man. Mothman, hanging out on a bridge. Mothman, ate the food from my fridge.